All right, so here we go here. Gonna do an update for this last Friday. I'm getting these out a little bit late. Apologize for that, but I wasn't in town. But I do want to show you how we did on Friday because it's one of the best days I've had all year. So first of all, I'm going to show you natural gas. Now, natural gas was, as I mentioned on Thursday's recap, it was carrying over. I did carry this buy over, and it did finally, didn't get triggered at night. It did finally get triggered the following day, and that following day, I did hit my profit around 10:30 the following day. So almost a whole day I had to hold this thing, almost 24 hours. But it did finally hit its profit target, made 525. But the big day was in stocks on TOP. Let's take a look at TOP. All right, so here we go with TOP. Many of you will recall not too long ago, TOP had a huge move, and I was betting that it was going to do the same thing, though it did not, but still plenty big enough for me to go ahead and not only get in, but add to my long position. Just heavy buying. Looking at Bookmap, we saw a lot of buying coming in. Didn't see a whole lot of sell orders coming short to sell it off, So basically, once again, remember, this is a fairly simple process. I do put out my my watch list. I'll show you the watch list in here in just a second here to show you what we were looking at for the day. But TOP was definitely one of those stocks, and we did buy over here. Bought in around 8:45. If you were watching us in the morning, you know we bought TOP. It pulled back shortly after 9 o'clock. I went ahead and I entered more on TOP. We had a spike up. I had 3 levels up here. Well, actually 4 levels. I had 1, 2. Those are really close. 3. And then I had target number 4 up here. These are all based on patterns. So we went ahead and we added. So once we hit 1, 2, 3 levels, we pulled back. I added for my 4th time because I still saw a lot of buying coming in. We did spike and hit that level number 4 up here. After it spiked and went through, I was thinking this thing was going to blast at 20 or 30 like it did last time. It did not. It had a quick flush. I ended up getting out right here. Still had a huge day on TOP. And I'll show you the results here in just a minute. But also, I want to show you one where I did enter into a CJET. Now, CJET was the very first trade that I put on, and I wanted to show you what happened on CJET before we look at the results. All right, so here we go. So this is CJET. This CJET was actually my very first trade of the day. I put CJET on at 829 right over here as we were starting to spike higher. I did have a couple levels up here. But you can see what happens after it hit my entry. It pulled back and just kind of went sideways, and then they had this flush. Well, it did hit a stop. Now, normally I would take a reversal, but 2 things. Number one, I'm not selling right now with stocks. I will sell indices. I'll sell gold. I'll sell natural gas, crude oil, silver. But I'm not taking any shorts on the stock. If you are a short trader, this method works very, very well. Of course, I doubt if you even had shares available on CJET. I would bet you didn't have any shorts available. But nonetheless, I'm only taking buys. So it hit what could have been a reversal, but I exit and take my loss on CJET. We also traded some, let's see here. Well, let's take a look. Let's see what we did. We also traded some BHG. BHG was also a trade that I took right after I put on CJET, and then after BHG I put in TOP. TOP obviously was the big winner for the day. Also trade a little bit of XPEV, CCL, and also APPS. APPS, if I'm not mistaken, came in later in the day, and RMTI also came in later in the day. All right. So, I'll show you the watch list that we put out this morning so you can take a look at that. But overall, one of the best days I've had in a long, long time, all due to TOP. Just seeing that heavy buying coming in. Once again, it's, let me see if I can pull the daily chart. You can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I want to show you why I got aggressive on TOP. If you guys recall back, this was back in April 27th. It went from, if you look at the opening here, it went from an opening of 717, guys, all the way up to $24. Just a huge move. And that's what I was thinking was going to happen here. But then look at what happened the very next day. All right. It closed at 20. It went all the way up to $260. That is where you can make a killing if you can catch it. I did not. I do know some people made over $100,000 on this move. I did not. But when I started seeing it moving the other day on TOP, I went ahead, and that's why I got aggressive with it. Still ended up having just a great day. But I was expecting some sort of catalyst like this to push it up. But hey, nonetheless, still a very good day. But if we come over here, we look at the my morning watch list. I do put an afternoon watch list out as well. This was a morning watch list. You can see TOP was on the top with the highest volume. Over 5.5 million. Not bad for early morning. This is all pre-market. Also, once again, you can see I traded some CCL. I didn't trade any XPEV. I did traded BHG. All right. You see I traded some CJET. Did the CJET. Did a little bit of XPEV. Also was on the watch list. So all the trades that I'm making in the morning is going to be in my early morning watch list. If you want to get in on this, now we can do a couple things here. If you want me to just share the morning watch list with you and you can watch me trade, we can do it that way. If you want to learn how I arrive at not only my stocks, but learn my patterns and setup, we can do that as well. Just let me know and we can get you set up with that. Once again, I am putting out a morning watch list now every morning. I also put one out in the afternoon. I do openly share my positions, entries, exits, all that good stuff. So if you would like to follow me live during the day, once again, you can join my Discord channel. And if you're interested in that, drop me a note. Go to my website, Innovative Trading Strategies, and tell me you'd like to join. We can send you an invite. All right. So that being said, huge day. Yes, I lost a little bit on CJET. Yes, I lost a little bit on BHG. Lost a little bit on APPS. Probably wouldn't have been as aggressive in these had it not been for this big day on TOP. But hey, it is what it is. So anyway, beautiful day overall. And that's going to wrap it up. So everybody have a good day. I'm going to, like I said, I haven't done an update here. So I'm going to do the next update here shortly and show you how we did on Monday.